Okay, I had my generalized video about being prepared for all the fun stuff that our future holds. And in this video, I'm going to talk about fighting back against digital currency, the government overreach and controlling our finances and money, and how you can try to preserve your wealth with precious metals. I did this back in the 90s when they had a stock or I guess the bubble burst or whatever with 401ks and investments. Stuff was going out of control. We were making 16% a year on our 401k accounts. And then all of a sudden the tech bubble burst. That's what it was, the tech bubble. That's where you went and bought stock in Google or Amazon for 25 cents and it went up to $300 a share, and then the market altogether with everything lost about 60%. 60% decrease. So, luckily it was in my 30s. I kind of got pissed off, and no matter what I invested in, mutual funds, 401ks, I never, after 30 some odd years or 40 years of work in my life, ended up with just about what I had back then. I just refused to give them people my money because my account would never go up. So I decided I'm going to think out the box, get into stacking. They call it stacking silver, but I was buying silver bullion in bar form, silver bullion coins, and I still have some collectible we'll call them investment grade coins. But collecting anything nowadays, be it coins, stamps, baseball cards, or anything, is kind of taking a downside. So you have to be careful. But what we're going to do is discuss this. And the reason is I believe some people have said, the reason I'm looking back into it again, and the reason I got out of it, is storing this stuff, trying to liquidate these 1 ounce eagles and everything when you need the money. Now, the only reason I would do it is because I needed money like now. And trying to liquidate this stuff and turn it into cash could be difficult, or you're going to lose, okay? So I washed my hands of it. When silver went up to where it was way more than what I paid for it, I got rid of just about everything. I only kept a few things, okay? But now I'm starting to look into it because things are different than they were then, okay? We had, you lost on your investments, but the country was still somewhat stable. There was inflation, there was recessions, but nothing like we're seeing now. So that's why I'm kind of looking back. And also right now, things are so unstable. Prices are fluctuating like crazy on all this stuff. So let's take a look at what I have here, and I'll explain to you the different things that I've had or my experience with them. Okay, in 1986, the U.S. Mint started producing silver, and these aren't U.S. coins, but gold bullion coins as a way for you to hold precious metals. Now, the thing about these is, even though this is a silver eagle, okay, and it's 1 ounce of pure silver, and all U.S. coins minted by the government have to have a value. So it says $1 is written on this. Is it worth $1? No, but it's the way it is. And it's like the little gold ones, the 10th ounce and all that other stuff. Let me see what it is here. I have a platinum 1/10 ounce. Let me see what it says. $10. Okay, so the platinum was 10. I think the gold one was 5. So you could get your gold and silver that way. You could buy rounds, which this is a 1 ounce round. This is like a commemorative or something from 9/11. I bought a bunch of these, and you can have anything and everything on there. Santa Claus, Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday, whatever. I've had rounds with just about anything on there. And they're just 1 ounce of pure silver. That's it. Now, you also have U.S. coins, this old Morgan dollar, okay? And you have some other coins, and I'll explain how all of that fits in, these dimes and nickels and that. And then gold came in 1 ounce, half ounce, quarter ounce, and I believe 1/10 ounce. And this is a quarter ounce comparison. We'll put a dime next to it. Quarter, this is a 1/10 ounce of platinum. Now this was made for the Statue of Liberty. Zoom in here. The commemoration of the Statue of Liberty, and I don't know if they kept making these platinums, and this is a 20 ounce, 1/20th of an ounce, that's 1/10, 1/4, then it'd be half and 1. This is 1/10 gold, approximately the same size, so you see the size difference. And this is 1 gram, a 1 gram bar of silver, okay? And why do I have the old U.S. coins? Because they do have a premium and a value to them, okay? But it's different than the pure silver, because this is percentage of silver. I'm not quite sure what U.S. coinage was, and that kind of varies. So those are some of the forms. I don't have any bars anymore. I used to have like 10 ounce bars, 1 ounce bars. You could get rounds in 5 ounce or something. I had a whole array of different things when I was putting up precious metals and got rid of them. So let's start with the silver eagles. And you see you get them in different years. I have these here. This one here is a 1987. Okay. And I kind of looked this up. A silver eagle right now, but see, here's another thing. There's been a silver fluctuation, and stuff is kind of iffy if you're trying to sell now. But let's say any silver eagle in general would sell retail for $25. Because right now, let me see, silver's $21.88 per ounce. That's the spot on it, and that went up 5 cents. It kind of took a dip. Platinum, oh, that's bad. At one time, the platinum, well, I'll get into that later, but let's stick with the silver. Okay, so $21.88, say retail, I think they were getting $26 for the 2030s when they came out. So there's a kind of a bit of a premium on there. I don't really know exactly what silver was. But let's say full retail on this coin here, say $25. Now what I have here is a case proof of, this is 1986, the first year. I bought this the first year they came out. This is 99% pure San Francisco Mint proof coin. Comes boxed in this velvet case. Okay. These are more investment coins, okay? So full retail on this says $25, and I looked this up, it's $100 for the proof. Realistic price, if I went to a dealer today, he might give me $18 for this, because he's going to have to sell it and mark it up. And these are going for $80 to $85, okay, for these I've seen sold. Now the difference between just this eagle and this one, this is more of an investment coin and a coin collecting. If you're stacking silver just to barter or trade, you don't really want to get into this. Or we have this Ellis Island, okay? And the difference between this coin and that coin is this is a proof coin. Okay, and it comes in this nice box, velvet case, shows us this is from the Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island, and it does say $1. But if you look at it, it does not have the 3 nines pure. And why? Is because under the specifications that come in the box, the fineness of the silver is 0.9, okay, or here, 0.9, and what it does is the content is there's 0.77 troy ounce of silver and 0.09 troy ounce of copper. So this is not a pure 1 troy ounce of silver coin. This is what they call an alloyed coin or whatever. This is not a complete silver dollar. This is a commemorative. What it's worth, I have no idea. Then we also had, I found these, George Washington's birthday commemorative. This one here is 90% silver to $0.50 and 0.1, 90%, 10% copper. So these coins are made, they probably are more collectible and have a premium because they were only made for a while. There wasn't a series of these, or they didn't make these George Washington $0.50 every year. These are commemoratives. And they're proofs. But they're not, they're not pure silver. So as for stacking or investing and all this other stuff, this one has weight-wise 0.3617 fine ounce of troy silver and 0.0402 copper. Okay, like this one again, the fineness is 0.9, 0.1. These I don't know what they're worth. They're only made for one thing, to commemorate something, but these are collector's items. Now back to these here. This 86 was the first year, and I looked up, I have a 2001 where this is listed at $100. The 2001 or 2002 proof coin is listed at $75. In other words, the rarity or desirability, collectability of it is different. So these commemorative coins are nice if you are a coin collector and you had one for every year like this. This would be a pretty valuable collection to a collector, but not if you're selling it at the silver melt price of under $20 like you would this here. Okay. So you could do this. I did collect them, and I'm probably going to liquidate these. I have nobody to leave them to, and I've had them for years. And I'll wait till silver kind of bumps up a little higher and see if I can sell these to someone who still collects coins, commemorative coins. So, silver, like I said, you got 1 ounce rounds, most common. And you got the eagles. Now, the difference between the eagles and the rounds are going to be whatever spot is. So if I went to a dealer today and wanted to sell these, he would probably, pay me way under $21, say $17 or something, whatever, because it's just an ounce of silver. What's on there is meaningless. It is marked, so you know it's pure, and it might have whoever coined it or whatever. But it says 1 troy ounce of silver, and it's come from one of the mints or one of the many places that make it. Where this may be worth more because it is a coin, it is have value of collectible. So when you're buying, you kind of have to weigh that. Eagles are nice, and when you go to sell, you can get more for this than you can for this, even though they're both an ounce of silver. This has a bit more of a collectible value, and I have numerous different years. And some years you can get a little more than others. But when it comes to buying silver for investment, the guy told me if it's long term, if you're just putting it up, like without intent on selling it for a while, you buy 100-ounce bars. And the reason is because of all these different sizes, 1 ounce of silver, 1 gram of silver. You pay what's called a premium. You actually have to pay them. Somebody had to work, and there was some effort spent to coin this, market, make it, other than just a blob of silver or a brick of silver. So you pay a little more to have this silver identified and shaped in a noticeable, recognizable amount and labeled. So that's called a premium. Generally, the smaller it is, like buying a whole bunch of 1 ounce bars as compared to a 10-ounce bar or a 100-ounce bar, the premium's less. And like I had it set up to where this guy told me if I buy a 100-ounce bar from him today, whatever spot is, he charges me a premium, which is more than the spot value, and I take the bar. And it will be less than a 1 ounce bar or a gram, okay? The percentage of the actual silver value to what I'm paying for 100 ounces. Now, he's gone now, this whole setup's gone. He told me you take the bar, say silver was $10 an ounce then, silver goes up to $15 an ounce. I come back, I give him the 100-ounce bar, he pays me spot, okay, and pays me in cash. You can't really find that no more. That's where a lot of these coin dealers are being shut down and all this other stuff, and there's a way, there was money laundering back in the old days and a lot of other stuff, and the government just don't like it, okay? But buying silver to get the least premium is just a 100-ounce bar, but a lot of people like the 10-ounce bar, because a 10-ounce bar about now would be like $220, if it's 21, so it's $218 melt, so whatever you're going to pay over that, okay, and plus they're convenient. $200 is easy to kind of choke up, other than $2,000, and when you go to sell, it's easier to sell a small amount or something like this, like 5 or 10 of these, or whatever, other than with a giant brick. It's going to be hard to find somebody that's liquid enough to give you the money for it. You may have to look. So going on with silver, say we got some coins like this, these old coins. I'm not quite sure what they're worth, but I know they're going to be worth more than the Eagles, depending on date, condition, and what they are, okay? And Morgans are highly collectible. People like collecting them, so I'm not quite sure. I'm not going to speak. I don't know what the price is. Something like $40 to $50, say, just a guess, for a good one, depending on date, mint mark, and some can go up if they're harder to find. So if you were buying this is basically stuff that I kind of inherited. I really didn't collect, or at one time you could go to the store and buy these at a coin shop if you were a collector. You would not sell this for the melt price. You would not sell this, They do have, dealers do have, for all these different old coins, just a flat rates. In other words, Morgan dollar, regardless of the condition, sometimes the guy will grade them and then pay you X amount for a common date in nice condition, pay you X amount, which would be lower for one that is worn out. So what do I mean by that? And that's where you also get what they call junk silver. So we have our Morgan here, and I got 2 Walking Liberty halves, just to give you an idea, and a couple dimes. Okay. What they call junk silver is basically a lot of these old designs, like this Walking Liberty half. The date is eroded off of this. This one here is 1945, and this one, the date is illegible. So you will find Morgan dollars and some of these $half in certain dimes, the old barber dimes, where the dates are rubbed off. So is it rare, is it not? I don't know. But you can get junk silver. And let me see if I can find this here on the computer. Alright, as an example here, I'm looking on my laptop. 90% silver coins, which are, mercury dimes, the old silver. They will send you, well, this is very fine circulated. Okay, that's not junk silver. Let me go back. But very fine is $26 for every dollar. So if you had really nice coins, I don't think that's very fine. They'll sell you $1 worth of this old money for 26 bucks. $1 circulated mercuries are $25. 90% Roosevelt dimes, $1 very fine circulated, $30. So that's the whole idea there. There is a price for this stuff. Mercury dimes circulated, coins. So that's about what they're charging you, about $26, $25 for $1 worth of these coins. Okay, so there's even a price for that. And people will go and take these halves and they'll say, well, they're worth about $8 a piece. A guy had a bunch of Franklins. I don't know about the Walking Liberties. But he said instead of fooling around with some of these other things, he just walks around with a handful of these and he asks $8 a piece. But the thing is, doing that, you have to find somebody that accepts this, not just for the silver, but for the fact it's a collectible coin. And if you have them where, like this here, where the date's rubbed off, I've seen silver Morgan dollars where it's barely noticeable it's a Morgan. As you can see, the wear on this is quite bad. People will buy it for the silver content, but it's going to be a lot harder than walking up with this and trying to get some money out of it. Okay? And then we go here, and then we get into fractional stuff like grams. This here, people like to buy gold in grams. Silver itself, you get it? I like this. They go with grams and kilos here. This is worth, if it is silver, 71 cents. And look at how small it is. Okay? And they sell with gold. I don't think you'll find it with silver. I think a gram is about the lowest price you can get. But gold, they will go a half gram and a quarter gram because of, the fact that gold is $1,800 some dollars, $862 right now. So it's kind of going up. So that's the explanation there. So if you want to buy your silver for investment, buy 100-ounce bars. If you just want to do it for stacking and easier to liquidate, 10-ounce bars are the way to go. Okay, just for plain silver. The 1-ounce rounds are fine, but you're paying more of a premium, and you have to wait for silver to get up further to get your money out of them. And the grams, this is kind of ridiculous, 71 cents. It's under $1. But a gram of gold, let's see what a gram of gold is. Okay, so if this was a gram of gold, you're talking 60 bucks, half gram, 30 bucks, and a quarter gram, $15. Okay, I think you can get quarter grams, but this is almost definitely going to get lost. A gram, unless you got a tube you're carrying them in and count them out, it's kind of impractical. All right, so let's go on to the gold and other fun stuff. Now when you're getting into gold, first of all, I never really had a lot. I had an ounce of gold, and I believe I paid a little over $400 for that ounce of gold. But granted, at the time, I only made like $340 a week take home. So an ounce of gold, when it was real low, okay, was more than I took home in a week. So I got the one because I had it, and I had it for a while, and then I needed money, and it kind of went up in value, and I ended up selling it because I needed cash. I couldn't hold on to it. I was quite young. Now, when you go out now and look for fractional gold, they call this fractional. 1 ounce, half, quarter, that's a quarter, that's a tenth, that's 1/20th. Now, you notice the sizes of them. I went looking around to try to figure out these 1/20ths. I really can't find them. I can find 10th ounce, and again, you can get a deal where they sell you 10th ounce, different countries, whatever, and buy it that way. Okay? And quarter ounces, same thing. Now, some countries and some like these Australian ones, these are the signs of the Chinese New Year. These here are highly detailed and demand a little bit more premium. I bought a lot of these Australian coins, where this Barbados coin is pretty much just a plain coin, not a lot of detail, doesn't really hold a lot of worth. This holds more value or premium because of intricate design on this than something the same size and weight as this. Okay. Now, they did make platinums, and the only reason I got these platinum 10th ounce coins, or this one here, was for the anniversary of the Statue of Liberty. Now, I don't know if they kept on making platinum coins. Let me look. Other platinum coins. All right, let's find out what we got here. Different countries make them out of platinum. Australia, that. And, okay, these 10th ounces are going for $128, random. Okay, 10th ounce. And platinum is at $902, where gold is at, $1,864 right at the moment. At one time, platinum was worth more than gold. I think platinum went up to 12 or 1,300 when gold was hovering around 1,000. So these coins are worth a lot more than gold coins at one time. But that changes, and that is just what you have to realize with this. At that time, I was tempted to sell this coin, okay, at that time, and I should have. I don't know if platinum will ever go up again or anything like that, so let's see, quarter up, platinum proof, 2002. I don't know how long. I don't think the U.S. 2023 1 ounce platinum eagle is $1,099. So you're looking at about a $200 premium. In other words, you're paying $200 more for the coin, 1 ounce coin, than you are in its actual value of metal. So that's something you have to be aware of. So basically, to get your money back, platinum would have to go up to like $1,150, and you can probably walk in the store and get your money back out of it. So that's something else you got to realize with these investments in coins. Now, getting around all this and that, the reason I did this is I found another interesting way of having fractional gold. Okay, we're going to talk about Goldbacks and why Goldbacks. Like I told you, I invested years ago, got out of it. I don't stack silver or nothing like that. And because it's just, when you look at these coins and everything, trying to convert this, you can convert it into money with finding the right person, but for everyday use or whatever, it's difficult, okay? And what's interesting about this here okay, is it is really gold. It's portable. I can go and get, I'm going to try this week, once I get a few more, go down to a bar when the owner's there and ask him if I can get 2 cans of beer on the drink special, saying this is worth about $4, and see if he'll take it. I can't do that with a 1/20 ounce of gold, and even if I had a gram or a half gram or something, I forget, I didn't know they made half-gram coins. The smallest one I got is 1/20, and I've been trying to look them up. And again, this is funny. These are roos. So this probably is going to fall under the, when I found them here, 1/20th, random year, varying condition, any mint, is 148.32. But if I had the high relief Australian year of the tiger 2022 1/20th coin, in other words a coin like this in this size, that goes up to 178.12. And a 1/20th Mexican Libertad, okay, 2023 is 193, and 2021 is $243 for the same weight of gold. So you see there's a bit of a difference. There's collectability in that thrown in there and all this other stuff. So they want more for certain types and coins, okay? And it's still, you're talking for one of these, it's still $100.50, okay? So how do you kind of go down and, like I said, I can go over there and say, hey, you give me $4 for this. This is gold. So I'm going to talk about these things. I kind of like this. This is something new. And I'll go into detail about the Goldbacks. And another interesting thing about them is the largest denomination. Let me get it out. This is 1 Goldback. This is 50. Now supposedly when you read this 50, and I'll explain, it's basically gold, fine gold encapsulated between 2 sheets. I've heard it called nylon, polymer, whatever, several different things. This bill supposedly contains 1/20th. Okay? So basically you have this much gold here sandwiched in between these 2 layers of plastic or whatever you want to call it, which is pretty cool. And it's like $198 the going rate, so it's kind of like a specialized coin. And there are some 1/20ths that have the same ask price as this. You know, granted, just random 1/20ths like this roo are basically $100.50, say. So again, it's how you look at it. This 1/1000th of 24 karat gold. Pretty interesting idea, okay? And I will talk about these in detail, about the thing, but this is something new. I like this. This I like as an alternative form to this, okay? Because this, as inflation goes and erodes, everybody's going to want gold. It's kind of an unusual way to have gold or have a gold product, but it's something that caught my eye and got me interested in all this again. And we'll have some videos discussing this in detail. Actually, I think this is neat, and it's the way to go. Because carrying a pocket full of these, and I mean, you can get down to half a gram or something. Let me see what the half a gram goes for. Alright, so the roos are kind of like their basic coins, and then they make fancier coins, but they do make 2023 1/2 a gram kangaroo Australian, and that's $78. So I don't know what 1/2 a gram comes out to in ounces, okay? But I think there's something like 31 grams in an ounce or something like that, a troy ounce. But yeah, that's the smallest gold coin, and I gotta believe the damn thing 1/2 grams. Well, if this is a gram, I'll hold the two of them side by side. They're kind of close. So a 1/2 gram is going to be maybe half of the size of that, or even less and thinner than tinfoil. Either one of these two things, you carry this around. It's easy to drop them. It's easy to lose them. Okay? Where if you got 1/1000th, which is basically like dust, that you can hold on to and it stay in your pocket. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed my little financial wizardry here and review of my vast fortune. And we're going to go on and make some more videos, so hit the like button, subscribe, and stay tuned.